right, let's use the calculator to figure out a binomial probability. The situation is you've been told that 65% of all marketing personnel are extroverts. So we're looking at being an extrovert as the success. The value for P, right, the probability of that success is going to be 0.65. And then we've got a group of 8 people, 8 marketing personnel. Let's find the probability that half of them, or 4 of the 8, are extroverts. So when you get ready to use the calculator, make sure you've figured out how many trials you have, right? That's your N. That's the people. So that'll be 8. And then what's your probability of success? That's your P. That's the 0.65. And then the last number that goes in there, it's going to ask you how many successes are you interested in. That comes from the questions. So for us, that'll be the 4. Now you're going to have 2 choices when you get to the calculator. There's a binomial PDF and a CDF. PDF is just if you just want one probability at a time. It's called probability density function. The second choice is cumulative density function. So don't pick that one unless you want the calculator to add up lots of probabilities. All right, so as we're looking at this, we're just interested in the probability that exactly 4 people in this group of 8 are extroverts. So we're going to find the PDF function. All right, so let's go to the calculator. You will find this behind the variables key over here, the VARS. But you have to hit the second function first. So hit second, and then that variables. Lots of choices there. None of those is it. So you have to keep going. You can either hit the down arrow to keep seeing that list, or you can go up until you get to those ones that say binomial. Okay, so we want the probability of 4 successes out of 8. We're going to pick A right there, binomial PDF. Now, some of you would be looking at a screen that says trials. And so you would type in how many people we had. That was the 8. For those of us with this operating system, we just have to know that the first thing the calculator needs is how many do you have. Okay, so the N always goes first. And then we will need a comma. If you have that other operating system, just move down your list. It's going to ask you, okay, so what's the probability? That was the 0.65. And then we need a comma. Keep moving down your list. The X value then, or the number of successes that we want, that's the 4. And then we should be able to go ahead and calculate. So I would just hit enter. It's going to spit back a probability. In this case, 0.1875. So that's the probability that in a group of 8 people, 4 of them would be extroverts, considering that they're marketing personnel. Okay, so I would say here, probability R equals 4. Or X. X is used sometimes in there instead of R. It's just the number of successes. And then I would enter in that calculator figure 1875. Okay, so it's under binomial PDF, and then you need the number of trials, the probability of success, and the number of successes that you're looking for. So let's do part B here, what says at least 4. Now it's talking about more than just a single probability, right? Because at least 4 out of those 8 means 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. Now those are going to give us, that's what, 5 more probabilities that need to be added together. I'll tell you right now, your calculator can't do that. It can't add 4 through 8 for you. What it can do is add 0 1, 2, and 3 successes. That's what that binomial CDF does. It always starts at 0. So although it's not going to give us the answer directly, it's not bad. I mean, it'll at least add those ones together. So here's what we're going to do. CDF, still 8 trials, right? Probability of success is still the same. We're going to tell it to stop adding at 3. Let's get that part first. So it's in that same menu under second distribution. Okay, but find the CDF because we want it to accumulate the probabilities or add them up. So we're going to select binom CDF. Okay, we still got the 8 trials and 0.65 for our probability. Now it's asking this third number is how long or how many of these do you want it to add? I want it to add all the way up to and including the 3. So I want it to add 0, 1, 2, and 3. Let's figure out what that is. So now it's added those probabilities. It's getting 0.1061. All right, so my calculator has done that for me. I have to do the last part. I need the complement of that. I don't want 0 through 3, I want 4 through 8. So I want the complement of what the calculator gave me. Well, that's just one extra thing I need to do, right? 1 minus 0.1061. Or sometimes what I'll do on the calculator is 1 minus second, and then answer. Answer's behind your little negative sign there. And there it is. So I'll have 8939. Okay, so the CDF is when you want the calculator to add up several probabilities. Just keep in mind it's always going to start from 0. So there are going to be cases where you're going to have to take the calculator answer and then subtract from 1 to get the answer.